Well, good evening, everyone. We're going to go ahead and call this meeting to order. So today is March 21st, 2024, and the meeting of the Community Commission for Public Safety and Accountability is called to order at 6:32. So we will begin with a call of the roll. Commissioner Brown. Present. Commissioner Driver. Commissioner Gomez, Commissioner Loizon, Commissioner Nellis, Commissioner Terry here, Commissioner Troncoso.
Present.
With 6 members of the Community Commission for Public Safety and Accountability, we have a quorum and we can conduct the commission's business. So the next item of business is public comment. If you would like to share something related to the commission's work on public safety and accountability, you have a few options. You can speak at our public meeting, which we're in right now. And you can also submit public comments in writing by emailing your comment to Community Commission Public Comment at cityofchicago.org. Or you can bring in a copy of your public comment and give it to someone on the commission or to the commission staff. People who wanted to speak during public comment period tonight were asked to submit their names in writing earlier tonight. Names will be drawn at random by a member of the commission staff, and speakers will be called in the order in which their names were drawn. Thank you. If your name is called for public comment, we do ask that you approach the microphone and line up in the order in which your name is called. When it's your turn to speak, please say your name, then spell your name, then offer your comment. Each speaker will have 2 minutes. We have allotted a total of 20 minutes for the public comment section. So our first speaker will be Lee Bilecki.
Oh. Good evening. Well, good evening. Lee Bilecki, Bielecki, 22nd District Police Council member. Really, my public comment is just going to be thank you. Thank you for your dedication. Thank you for all the work you put in on the superintendent search, the gang database, and the criminal organization order. Having been a member of the nominating committee and putting in on time, going through the applications and going through all of the meetings that we had, the interviews. I understand how much work you guys put in, especially during the superintendent search. So I just want to say thanks. And to the members that reapplied, hopefully the mayor
Test.
So I'll call the next three speakers. So please remember to say your name, spell your name, and then provide your comments, and you'll have 2 minutes for comments. So the next names I have here, Joe Ayash Baker. Okay, thank you. Jasmine Smith and Cam Howard.
We gotta wait on.
That one, not what?
Oh, this one's.
Nas backward.
Wait. No. this doesn't count as part of it. I actually can't be loud enough. All right. This thing on? Oh, yeah, now it's working way down here. Hi, Joe Osbaker, JoeIosBaker. I have to take it even further down. I'm the Labor Committee co-chair of the Chicago Alliance Against Racist and Political Repression. Bringing you greetings from Frank Chapman, who can't be in two places at the same time. He's good, he's not that good. I came here to bring one comment, both of which have to do with recent news items about the Chicago Police Department. Both are concerning. One is the $95 million that CPD is getting for security at the Democratic National Convention. I happen to also be a coordinator for a coalition of groups to march on the DNC. We have a number of demands, but our number one demand is for an end to US military aid to Israel to stop the genocide. And now the city has $75 million more. The CPD has all that money to spend on us. And having been one of the leaders of the last big anti-war march for a national special security event when NATO came to Chicago in 2012, I'm concerned about what they're going to do with all that money. And I'm also concerned that the superintendent Snelling said that he was going to use the model of the policing at the NATO march to guide his actions for how he's going to deal with the protests in August. And I just want to remind you, in the march against NATO, the coalition that came together, CPD sent in undercover agents. They infiltrated organizations that were engaged simply in First Amendment protected activities. Included in that, CPD agents entrapped several young unemployed working class men from the Occupy movement. They got them drunk, they got them stoned, they bought them gas, and they taught them how to make Molotov cocktails. And then they raided the apartment where they were staying in Bridgeport. 3 of those young men ended up doing years in federal prison, 3 to 5 years for all 3 of those guys. And that doesn't cover what CPD did at the intersection of Michigan Avenue and Cermak on May 20th at the end of that march. Front page photos of the Tribune the next morning.
Thank you.
Police violence.
Thank you. Yeah, 2 more minutes.
Yes, literally the front page of the Tribune the next morning was the CPD's operation at where the march ended. It was a completely, family-friendly march, 12 or 15,000 people, no incidents until we got to the intersection of Cermak and Michigan, where we ended our march. And there we came, we encountered a phalanx of about 40 or 50 cops in riot gear. They had these batons. I had never seen them before. Batons as big around as a table leg. And they used the pretext of a
the shit out of those young people. I saw them break a man's arm with one blow of one of those oversized batons. And who was in charge of the police at that demonstration? A commander by the name of Snelling. And now he's saying that's the model for how he's going to treat this protest. And you know this protest is going to be mainly Palestinians and Arabs. And they've been marching, since October 7th. And now he's saying that's the model for what he's going to do on, August 19th to the 22nd. This is, that is not a model. And I don't know who to complain to. And certainly, and then there's the whole question of the city systematically moving to deny us permits. And so tomorrow morning, we're filing a First Amendment lawsuit in federal court to get our right to protest. So, but the first question is a question for the commission. This is something that Superintendent Snelling needs to talk to us about, because this is not our first rodeo. We've been through this where the CPD says, oh yes, we're going to respect your First Amendment rights, but they don't.
Thank you. The last speaker we have, Cam Howard.
How you doing, my sister? Greetings, Joe. My name is Cam Howard. I am the Executive Director of Reparations United. I'm a commissioner of the National African American Reparations Commission. And I'm the author of the Chicago legislation for a reparations subcommittee here in the city. I also authored the state legislation that established the Illinois African Descendant Reparations Commission. In furtherance, I was a lead writer of the federal bill that's being debated in Congress, and that we're positioning right now with the president to establish via an executive order. In the last administration here in Chicago, I submitted a proposal for a repetitive basic income program as an alternative means and an incentive to move these young people who are locked into the informal economy, which is often criminal and violent, to prepare them with the skills to move forward and be entered into the formal economy, which takes time and development. The mayor at that time refused to enact that legislation. Mayor Brandon in December announced that he would do so with a basic income program in the 4 largest, highest crime areas in the city of Chicago. I don't know if this commission has oversight of that, but I would like to present the Repair the Basic Income program that I submitted to the mayor, to this commission, and share what my vision was when establishing that. Also of pushing that program nationwide. As I go around the country pushing this program, I would like to lift up a successful model here in Chicago. So I'm asking this commission to assist me in assisting that public safety office and making sure that that Repair the Basic Income program does what it's designed to do. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So thank you to all of our speakers. We really, truly do value your input. And remember, these meetings are always recorded and hosted on our YouTube stream. So feel free to go back and review and share with others who were not able to attend tonight's meeting. The next order of business is the approval of the minutes. And so before today's meeting, draft minutes of the commission's meeting that was held on February 29th of 2024 was shared with all commissioners. And I want to ask at this time, are there any corrections to the draft minutes that have been circulated? So seeing that there are no corrections, I move to approve the minutes of the commission meeting held on February 29th, 2024. Is there any debate on the motion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. Those in favor of adopting the motion to approve the minutes of the commission's February 29th, 2024 meeting, please say aye. Aye. Any opposed? The ayes have it and the motion carries. The minutes are now approved. So now we are going to go into our new business, which are the police board nominations. And so the sole focus of this meeting is the police board nominations. Commissioner Loizon and Troncoso will discuss the police board nominations.
Hi, good evening, everyone. Thanks, Vice President Terry. As we have reported in earlier commission meetings, Commissioner Troncoso and I have been working to fulfill the commission's role under CCPSA Ordinance Chapter 2-80-080, specifically as it pertains to identifying qualified candidates to present to the mayor to fill police board vacancies. The law gives the commission responsibility for nominating candidates to serve on the police board. The mayor has the final say on who's on the police board, but the mayor can only choose from a list created by the commission. Today, the commission will vote as a body on the names of qualified candidates to submit to the mayor to fill 3 current vacancies on the police board. Tonight, we are presenting the names of 6 candidates to the commission for its consideration and vote. It is 5, was that right? I can't count. It's 5. Commissioner Troncoso?
Thank you. Thank you, Commissioner. As we've detailed in our previous public meetings, we've been working since soon after we were appointed to the commission to fill these vacancies on the police board. Among other things, we've had an open application process, reviewed applications, and conducted 2 rounds of detailed, thorough interviews. I now move in accordance with MCC 2-80-080C to present to the mayor for his consideration in filling 3 current vacancies on the police board, the names of the following candidates, whose names I will read in alphabetical order by their surnames and according to information discussed during the closed meeting. Claudia Badillo, Jerry Brown, Catherine Liss, Lauren Raymond, and Justin Terry.
I second.
Commissioner Troncoso has moved forward to the mayor to the names of the following individuals for his consideration in filling the vacancies on the police board: Claudia Badillo, Jerry Brown, Catherine Liss, Lauren Raymond, and Justin Terry. Commissioner Loizon has seconded the motion. Is there any debate on this motion? Hearing none, we'll move to a vote. Those in favor of adopting the motion to confirm the names of Claudia Badillo, Jerry Brown, Catherine Liss, Lauren Raymond, and Justin Terry are as qualified candidates that the mayor may select from in filling 3 vacancies on the police board, please say aye.
Aye.
Those opposed, please say nay. All right, the ayes have it, so the motion carries. Congratulations to all of those nominees to the police board. So that was the main item on our agenda for this evening. And so I have a quick announcement about our next meeting. The next order of business is the announcement of our next commission meeting. The commission's next regular meeting will be Thursday, April 24th, 2024 at 25th, thank you, at 6:30 p.m. It's always the last Thursday, but sometimes we have to make accommodations. So that is the last Thursday of April. So to connect with the commission via social media, you can find us at Facebook, and you want to search for Community Commission for Public Safety and Accountability. We're on Instagram, Twitter, and YouTube as CCPSA Chicago. Is there any further business for the commission?
I do have one thing.
Okay. Commissioner Loizon?
I just wanted to say that over the course of the last week or 2 since the list came out of candidates that are going to be submitted to the mayor to serve on the commission, I have had the opportunity to hear from several people who participated in the process about what it was like it was an enormous amount of work that was done by the district council members who served on that particular committee. It was also an enormous amount of work done by our staff. And I just want to commend all of you for how seriously you took the process and all of the hard work that you did. It was such a heavy lift. And, you know, as a person who's no longer going to be serving on this commission, I am just very, very grateful as a Chicagoan for all the work that you have done. So thank you.
Thank you. Commissioner Brown?
I wanted to shout out one of our non-citizen advisory council members, Myra Gomez Santana, was given the Good Neighbor Award by the Chicago Math and Science Academy. So we want to congratulate Myra, and we all know Myra is an incredible neighbor. So way to go, Myra.
Thank you. Are there any other business before the commission? All right, hearing and seeing none, I would like to thank you all for joining us tonight. We hope to see you on April 25th, and we hope you'll stay engaged and ask that you consider encouraging people you know to join us in this work. With there being no further business before the commission, this meeting is adjourned in record time. Thank you all.